earlier this year, W2 and I found ourselves at Wild Turkey Distillery. We were on the hunt. We were on the lookout for Mr. Jimmy Russell, hoping we could get a signature on our Booker's doors, but that didn't work out. But what did work out is I turned a corner and saw a giant display of Wild Turkey 101 rye. I hadn't seen that before.
They had a bottle or 300.
A bottle or 300. And, come to find out, it's anywhere and everywhere you're looking, and where you could ever really want to look, it's already there. But I hadn't seen it, and I thought, well, when in Rome, what is it, chase the goth chicks or something? I'm not sure. There's a saying there. I'm not sure, whatever it is. But anyway, we're going to get into this bottle with the return of Mr. Phil-Magedon, Phil Mitchum, on this episode of Savor the Burn.
Whee!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Savor the Burn podcast. My name is Jonathan. Across the barrels from me is Mr. W2. How do you do?
I'm doing pretty fantastic. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. Who do we have here with us?
He knocked on the front door.
My name is Job. My name is Job.
Right.
Phil-Magedon.
Phil. Mr. Phil Mitchum, it's a pleasure and honor to have you back with us.
It's good to see you, genitals.
So thank you for joining us again, and also thank you for sticking around, even though it's a Wild Turkey product. We know you're not completely 100% jazzed about Wild Turkey.
But I am a rye guy. I am a rye guy.
We gotta start somewhere.
It does give me a pause, but
right.
I've never had it, so I gotta clean my memory of all the really bad.
Well, I've said it several times on several different episodes. When it comes to Wild Turkey, when I was a kid, you stayed away from it because it was rot gut. You don't go near it. Find something else. But that's their.
Isn't the base level
that's
offering
their base level offering.
like a $13, $15 bottle?
Yeah.
And there you go.
And that's post-COVID
Roll
prices.
credit.
I mean, it was probably $8 5 years ago.
But 101.
101 is a cut and a half or whatever, 3 cuts above the OG standard offering.
Solid average bourbon.
And we have a review for that.
And then you step up another step.
Rare breed.
It
turns out very good.
Really good. And then I think you step up yet again, and you've got your Russell's Reserve.
It kind of splits and branches out a little bit.
Single barrel. And all the things.
And we've had a great time with those. Those are really good.
And we haven't had it on the podcast yet, but I have had a couple different times. We've had a couple different times when we were in Frankfurt at the House of Commons, the 15-year.
Yeah.
That's a hard bottle to find.
What was the, is that the one that was in the cardboard tube that,
no,
that they had from 74
that
or something?
That was one of their Dusties. That was a 12-year Wild Turkey.
12-year.
That went into the bottle in 1978.
78.
I think it's a little older than 12 years at that point.
It was 12 years when it went in the bottle in 1978.
Yeah. That's when time stops, supposedly. No, Bruzel just had a...
my mind's been changed.
Yeah? Bruzel just had a video, a little short, talking about that.
And actually, not that long ago, we were down at West Bottom's whiskey company, not brewing company.
Right.
We're like in the parlor recording an episode with Alex Lindsay, and I said something referring to West Bottom's Whiskey Company, but Brewing Company just rolled right off the tongue.
Right.
And he goes, Brewing Company? Like, oh, shit.
He started the tour talking to us about how, just like our friends over at Union Horse
was a home brewer.
Yeah, he was a home brewer. He wanted to brew his own beer, but then after careful consideration, he decided he was going to switch gears and make spirits. He was going to make whiskey. Yeah. But,
I mean, it's kind of like making beer. You're just distilling it out.
Yeah. Just going a step. Three farther.
Farther, yeah.
Anyway.
Great guy. Great experience.
But all that to say, after talking with him, and actually before talking with him, we had seen that Bruzel video about, does the whiskey really stop aging when it hits the bottle? And after talking with Alex, to me, it kind of just reassured and kind of solidified the thought that from an aging standpoint, yes, it does stop. However, in that bottle is when things rest, and when all those ingredients and all those flavors are continually evolving and softening and blending and all,
what he was
all
talking
the
about
things.
his blending tank.
Yeah. But that back to the Bruzel episode and that dusty wild turkey from 1978 that they put in front of us in Frankfurt. A bottle like that, the reason why it has such a unique flavor versus a current wild turkey 12-year is the fact that it's been resting in that bottle for that long. It's going to have a different profile on it because of the time it's actually spent in the bottle together.
Makes sense. I mean, things. I mean, it's a little more rapido in a beer. You wouldn't want to wait 12 years to bottle it, but. What's that other thing I've heard is that apparently, like, if you take a pour out of the bottle, like, you get the shoulder pour.
Sure.
And that's where it's supposed to taste different.
Yeah.
Is it
neck pour? I think are supposed to be sharper or whatever, just because it's a fresh crack, less contact with the air, less oxygen. Yeah. But we're gonna get into that in this bottle. This episode, bringing it back. Thanks again for if you're following us on YouTube, be sure to hit subscribe and click that bell notification to stay up to date on all things Savor the Burn. If you're listening on your audio only podcast app of choice, thank you 100%. We know you're out there. You keep chiming in and letting us know.
You can't see what our hands are doing.
Ew, sinner. So we're gonna get into this. W2. Other than me pulling this off the shelf and putting it back on the shelf and pulling it off the shelf and putting it back on the shelf, what can you tell me? About this here bottle? And I will
crack it and start pouring.
Have Mr. Phil pass the glasses down.
Well, just a visual observation. That is a natural cork.
It is natural cork. Yeah, you can see that right through the.
Yep. It looks like it's got a plastic top on there.
It does,
but it is a natural cork.
Well, let's pause for the pop here. I've heard better.
Well, this is Wild Turkey's 101 Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey. Category is rye. This is a minimum 4-year age statement. And as the name suggests, it comes in at 101 proof. Wild Turkey 101 Rye is the real deal, and a tribute to the enduring passion and conviction of master distiller Jimmy Russell. With its bold rye flavor, this legendary Kentucky-made whiskey is in a league of its own. Aged in the deepest char American white oak barrels, Wild Turkey 101 Rye has a confident, unapologetic personality and a rich golden amber color. A legendary 101 proof straight rye whiskey known for its deep golden amber color and warm smoky flavor with a rich balanced aroma of vanilla and spice. Noted for its long finish, Wild Turkey 101 Rye exhibits a signature spiciness that stands up in a classic cocktail. It's what we think a real American rye should taste like.
It's not bad at all on the nose. I mean, it's a little sharp, but like it's not.
There is a sharpness.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly about the Wild Turkey 101 bourbon, it was a little sharp too, and because it drank like 100, proof whiskey. So I have every expectation that this will do the same.
I mean, right out of the gate, I'm getting vanillas and honey.
Yep, maybe some apple.
Yeah. Apple.
A little cinnamon.
I almost said pepper, but cinnamon fits it better.
Well, maybe white pepper. All right, so you're picking up apple.
Yeah, apple.
And
vanilla,
what else here? Vanilla.
A little bit of caramel. There is a little bit of a smokiness to it.
So, did you read in there what the percentage was of the rye? Is it 51%?
I do not have a mash bill on this.
Okay, and when I posted this bottle in those whiskey groups there on the Facebooks, they have one of the comments said it's a high rye or whatever at 51%. Now, that's unsubstantiated claim. I don't know. I don't know for a fact.
If the rye is 51%, I got news for you. It's not a high rye.
No.
Okay.
That's the minimum requirements to be considered a rye.
I thought it was 40%.
No, 51.
51?
51% for rye, 51% corn for a
Have all
bourbon.
that in there.
Gotcha.
It does have all the vanilla and all the caramel in there. So it must have a lot of corn in there.
There's something stank in it that I can't pick out.
Some kind of stank.
It might be that kind of the smokiness you're talking about, but it's not like it's not like the kind of smokiness that I would like. It was like a Scotch or something, right?
So I'm picking up. Maybe it's part of the barley, the malt that they used. Apple, vanilla, caramel, white pepper. What else?
Like cinnamon and white pepper.
And now time for the palate.
Yeah, let's palatificate this thing.
Cheers.
I always think these are gonna break,
dude. I have yet to find a better whiskey tasting glass.
Not as bad as I thought it would be.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. No. There's a little weird like wet cardboard.
They're sweet.
They're definitely sweet.
You said wet cardboard?
Yeah, a little bit.
There's you with that wet cardboard comment again.
Yeah. So wet cardboard is like kind of like oxidized, like almost like a.
I'm getting a kind of a cherry cola-ish
on the finish.
So when I smell it now,
on the late palate into the finish.
After taking a sip and then smelling it, there is that cherry cola kind of thing going on.
I'm happy about that. I love that caramel sweet.
You already said
caramel
honey.
Sweet.
I would say brown sugar. Brown sugar.
Yeah, the honey does just dial right up. Oh,
I'm pleasantly surprised by this, and the rye. It's
that's gonna make a great cocktail.
It's like a malted rye.
Yeah,
that's gonna make a really good cocktail.
I was just thinking this would be good if you needed like a rye for cocktails, like
a Manhattan, all day long.
Yeah,
all day long.
And it's not as harsh or scary as I thought it would be.
Or maybe even a rye old fashioned.
Dude, yes, yeah, it's got a perfect proof point for that.
Or maybe I'm thinking like when you put like a piece of paper in your mouth, there's that weird woodiness.
Okay.
There's a woodiness.
So I'm on the finish. All I have so far is cherry cola, brown sugar. For me, the brown sugar carried through. It went all the way through. A little bit of that malted rye stuck around.
Kentucky hug.
And is there any oakiness on this? I'm picking up like a really light oak.
I think just a little bit on the finish. When it opens up. Not a lot, but I think with just a little bit of a char and smoke. I think there is a little bit of
that smoky stank is in there still. I don't know
still. So you had that on the palate?
Yeah,
spearmint.
Smoky.
Oh yeah, spearmint. Good call. I was gonna say I have a set of these, and there was one day I was trying to get it put up on the shelf, and I don't know, just being clumsy, falls off the shelf, lands on the quartz countertop, hits the tile floor, and all it does is make that noise. And I'm sitting there, I'm just waiting for that crunch. And nope, it held up.
Beep.
Yeah.
Cartoon style.
So it was surprisingly durable. It's just it doesn't feel like they are.
Scroll down here just so I can get an idea. What do you think about the bottle presentation here?
I think it's okay.
It's okay.
I would just say it's just okay. I appreciate the cork.
I like the embossment of the turkey. And then all the different things. Genuine 101, bold, genuine, true. Okay, it doesn't say 101.
I think I have PTSD when I see those bottles. Just because of the history with wild turkey and me are not exactly the best of friends. But so every time I see these, it's kind of like, nah, I'm just going to keep walking. But this is actually pleasant.
On the, I just went on to savortheburn.com/liquor cabinet and references episode 79 when we did the Bourbon 101.
What did we give that on presentation?
Bourbon. On presentation, you gave it a 3.75 and I gave it a 4 1/4.
Oh, wow.
I don't know why I gave it a 4 1/4 because I'm...
Spoiler alert, I'm coming down a little bit.
Yeah. I can't say I'm wowed by it, but I do like it. Like you said,
it's simple, straightforward. The embossing's cool.
Yeah, the embossed turkey, bold, genuine, true down here at the bottom. Even repeats that message on the back. I like the neck strap. I was waiting for you to straighten
It's been going through my head.
I put it on there
crazy.
crooked just to fuck with you, and you didn't bite the bite the bait.
I saw it, and I was like, I know this is happening on purpose.
Oh, you did.
Yeah. What is this? Is there any reason for that, or is that just?
I think that has something to do with the bottling machine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Itself, like it locks in there somehow.
Because you can see that there's clearly two separate halves of glass that it's molding out of.
Mm-hmm. And when it comes to this bottle, I like how it's kind of flared in and out like a Wilderness Trail bottle will be. Like a lady.
You like
not as extreme, but sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little more extreme for sure. Bot Prez, I'm gonna lock that in right there. Nose.
I'm not hating on it, but
I was happy with it.
Spearmint's coming back on the nose.
I'm trying to dial my ratings back a little bit to be a little bit more intentional with my numbers, so that when we run across the bottle that really stands out. Mm-hmm.
You'll have a number that reflects that.
Stand out.
Like those mixtures 10 years?
Just like those.
Yeah, it was because of those mixers 10 years that we started to maybe rethink our bottle presentation scores. Because when you look at them, okay, it's a rounded kind of shouldered flask, heavy bottom.
Heavy bottoms.
It's got a wax dip on the top, but why did we give those 5s? But
they were that good.
They were that good. Like the rest of it,
the whiskey overrode all the rationale.
Yeah,
it did. Shall I read some of the tasting notes from Wild Turkey?
Yeah. See how they measure up.
So their nose says rich, balanced caramel with honey and vanilla.
Okay, we got vanilla and caramel.
Yep.
And honey on the palate.
I think Phil said honey on the nose even.
Yeah.
Palate is warm, smoky, flavors of grain and spice. I think we did a little bit better than that. Mm-hmm. And finish, long and lingering spice with hints of smoke.
You know what what I was expecting and what this turned out to be are almost completely different.
Yeah.
It's
this is a great bottle.
It's the kind of rye that I really do enjoy. It's got like that malted rye kind of taste to it. It does have that higher proof point. So the bite that hits the tongue and the palate and the what do we call it? Kentucky hug. It hangs on a little bit longer.
It does. It does.
But ryes do that. That's just what happens. But yeah, this one here, it's a solid pour. It's a solid neat pour, and like you guys were saying, I think this would sing in a cocktail.
Yeah.
I would totally use that for cocktails. I would not use that as a sipper alone.
No?
Yeah.
No. I mean,
probably not. Not at this point.
Since I still have the water.
I do the water drop.
The water drop. Since I still have a little bit, you guys already.
You're gonna make it peppery.
Here I am savoring that burn, and they're over here just like, just knock it out. So we got a job to do. We came to work.
I bet the pepper's gonna pop through.
Yeah,
that was 3.
Guarantee that pepper is gonna pop. 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 Give us the pepper.
Little salty whale for you. Thirsty whale.
Thirsty whale.
Sorry, I do that every single time.
Another edit right there.
Yeah.
No, leave it in. That's got to be transparent.
We don't want him to start chalking trash on us. So.
No, that's fine. Is it bad? All publicity, good publicity, bad or not? Maybe we should touch on those topics in public discussion. Those 3, the holy 3 that you're not supposed to mess with: politics, religion, and professional wrestling. If you smell the honey and the rye on this, it is so good. Oh yeah.
Did it go pepper nasty?
No. It went subtle honey sweet smooth. Smooth. At me. Send me an email, Jonathan at savortheburn.com, if you don't like the term smooth with your whiskey.
What is the problem with saying something is smooth?
There are those
because it's subjective.
It's not a tasting note.
It's not a tasting note,
but it's part of your
you can't
taste smooth. Yeah, but you can experience it on your palate when you're drinking it. So
very much so, and that's why I think
that's where I'm thinking. Right?
Yeah, that's where
I don't see.
It's an experience.
Rick, VP of Michter's, he's smooth.
Yep.
Like right there in front of God and everybody. So
because
if he can use it, and he was
and us
master and us.
I mean, you can easily tell because when you roll something across your tongue and it feels like a cheese grater on your tongue and it just burns and sucks, that's not smooth.
It burns and it sucks.
That's
a great way to put it.
There was
some are like that.
There was like 121 proof that I was drinking, and you're expecting a little heat.
Yeah.
Going across the palate, going down the throat, no burn. Like that's
some do that.
That's smooth.
Yeah, we did the 2024 flight of Bookers last week.
Yeah,
and those are all 126 plus, 130 plus.
They're up there.
Woo. Every single one of them
did not drink.
No burn.
Did not drink at that proof point.
Those are the dangerous ones.
Just a nice warm.
Those are.
And I expected to like Kentucky Jimmy's cut more than I did.
Jimmy's batch.
Jimmy's cut.
Man, that's like 3 strikes today.
Right. I've had a lot to drink today, fellas. Maybe I need to set it down and walk away.
Know your limits.
This is my first pour of the day. Actually, first pour in like 2 or 3 days now. Whatever. W2, let's talk math. Let's talk numbers.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking nose first. What'd you give it on the nose?
3.5.
3. Wow, shit, so did I. How about you, Mr. Phil?
3.25.
3.25. You know, everything's above a 3. Everything's above the halfway point. If we're going 0 to 5, that would be 2.5.
We're not pouring it down the sink.
Definitely not. No, we're going to pour it into a cocktail glass.
Pour it into a cocktail glass.
And I'm going to pour it neat, maybe even throw a couple drops of water into it, because that's, how I roll.
I can't believe I forgot that.
Palate. Where you at on the palate?
Kept it at 3.5.
3.5? Yeah. I came up to 4.
Wow.
For me, the palate just swooped in and really hit it with a strong light, because the cherry cola came in, the wet cardboard.
I did like that.
I didn't catch on the wet cardboard thing. I don't really chew on a lot of wet cardboard though. For me,
it's the smell of
it was the caramel sweet, the honey and the brown sugar, the malted rye, the smoky stank. Like I do catch a little bit of that smoky. Maybe what is it in a whiskey that gives it that kind of sourdough kind of stank to it?
Well, it'd be rye.
It'd be the rye?
Sure.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. There you go, folks. You heard it here. Rye brings that smoky stank.
Smoky stank.
And you gave it a
3.25.
Yeah, 3.25. So you kept it locked in. W2, where you at on finish?
Just kept it right at 3.5.
Okay. Yeah. So you weren't wowed by any of it. I was.
It was good.
I was the lowest point of wow, so I kept it at a 4 on the finish, because the cherry cola carried through, the brown sugar kind of slipped off the honey. Spearmint showed up, the smoky stank carried through. It had a nice Kentucky hug where it was kind of lingering there for a while. Even now, that it's been off the palate for a while. I taste the brown sugary, malted rye-ness to it. It's just
spearmint.
It's so tasty.
The spearmint shines right through now. Second whiff, and I did 3.5 as well.
3.5. So yeah, you came up a little bit.
A little bit.
Bottle presentation. We talked about it a little bit. We referenced the 101 bourbon bottle, and I dropped my score a little bit. I'm interested to hear what you had to say about it.
I dropped mine also. I'm down to 3.25.
3.25. All right. And what did you give the OG, the bourbon?
I don't remember.
I don't remember. I said it.
3.75 maybe.
Rewind and leave us a comment. Yeah, if yours was 3.75, mine is now 3.75, but it was 4.25.
Okay.
I'm not wowed by it. I like it. I think it's a fairly classy looking bottle for what it is. But
yeah,
I definitely like
with it.
How about you, Phil-Magedon?
3.5. 3.5. I was wiggling between 3.5 and 3.25, but I gave it a 3.5 just because I do like the embossing.
Yeah.
That always puts it.
Nobody else has an embossed turkey.
We're using green.
This is what I appreciate on ryes is if you put green labels on your ryes, I can spot that off a shelf.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it will draw me to investigate.
Yep. I concur.
I would hope that all the distillers would come together and have like a color code scheme. That would be kind of slick.
They'll come to a summit.
Yeah.
Today we are discussing rye.
Bottle labels. The ryes must be green.
We need a rise.
I don't know why that was going Scotty. The ryes must be green.
That was more Arnold.
That was more Arnold. Yeah. I have difficulty controlling my impersonations. I have to usually sit in the shower for a minute.
Oh my!
I gotta get warmed up. I was watching. I want to dance with somebody. I want to dance with somebody. I'm going to wash my balls.
Du hast me shampoo. All right, W2, where you at on final?
Final 6.875.
Okay, 6 and 7/8. Nice. Mine was 7 and 5/8.
All right.
Generous.
How about you?
6.75.
All right. Well, we're kind of all over the board here. You guys came a lot closer than I did. But, I love rye. And you started off not liking rye.
Yeah.
But, by the time we started this podcast, you were already on board. So that's kind of a moot point for you to bring up. Where were you in your rye journey?
Oh God, a long time ago. I'm trying to remember the name.
Like it immediately?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I think I was at somebody's house, and I don't even remember the name of the first rye I tried.
That happens.
But I was at somebody's house while somebody else was getting a tattoo. Guy gave me a cigar and a scotch. That's how I found scotch, and I was like, "Oh wow, this is good." He goes,
smoke on top of smoke.
He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, you like that kind of spicy bite stuff? Well, here, try this one." And I can't remember what he poured me. It could have been that.
Yeah.
But he gave me a glass of that to enjoy, and I was like, "Oh my God, I love ryes."
What kind of cigar?
It was a Cohiba.
Cohiba? Huh. What are
nice.
Do you know your cigars? Like what are those?
I'm not a cigar master.
Neither am I.
Standard Maduro.
Yeah. Cohibas, Menudos. There was a time my brother brought me some cigars back from a place that it is illegal to do that. But I've had Cubans, and they're really good. And then there was this. And I'm not a huge cigar smoker. I do like, if you're having a solid scotch, a nice cigar. But yeah, I couldn't tell you about, the type of tobacco and the way it needs to be rolled. I know I don't like flavored cigars. Yeah. That's just weird.
Yeah.
Those swishers.
Oh God, no.
Next time,
with a little plastic.
Captain Blacks, Black and Milds.
We ought to try to plan out another fire pit night. Maybe do a bottle kill or two, and hit those cigars. I think hopefully the cigars that we got a few months ago are still good. If not, well.
Do you have them in a humidor?
No.
Oh,
they're in the bag that came in.
You guys are in deep shit with cigar people.
Well, send us an email, info, W2 or Jonathan at Savor the Burn, and let us know how we're supposed to keep our cigars. Because, we don't know. We've heard about humidors, but...
burning?
Oh, they're going to go up in flames if they're dry.
You're supposed to smoke them, ain't you?
If you got them.
Yeah.
Smoke them if you got them. W2, you have any final thoughts on this bad boy?
I'm actually excited to try this in the cocktail.
Mm-hmm.
I think
a nice Manhattan. I think this is going to be fantastic.
Well, I'd piggyback off of that, and I would say, depending on who you are, if you're a fan of rye, you may in fact really enjoy this Wild Turkey 101 rye. I know I do. Clearly, you can tell that by our scores. We usually talk about how we get to our score. If you don't know, watch another episode and find out, because we're not going to drag this bad boy out any longer. We're already bumping up against 30 minutes, and you have things to do, and we have things to do. Right? Can we all agree on that?
What was what was the cost of this?
Like 27?
27 bucks? 27, 28 bucks.
Something like that, yeah.
For 27, 28 bucks, you got a perfect rye mixer.
You cannot beat it.
Yeah. And we'll leave it at that. So no matter who you are and where you are and what you're drinking and what you're beating and not beating, never forget, keep on burning.